Hey guys, my name is Bradley and welcome to another Escape from Tarkov video. In this video, we're going to go through some of the major things that was brought up in the Escape from Tarkov devblog number 8 that went live on Twitch yesterday. Hopefully you got to watch the stream so you were eligible to get some drops. Personally, I did, but the drops I got was not that interesting. But hopefully you guys got some really nice stuff out of it. My aim with this video is trying to help you guys get the most important stuff of the broadcast down to around 10 to 15 minutes. So hopefully we can do that. All right, the first thing we're going to talk about is the state of the servers right now. I know a lot of you guys have been agitated. I can't say that I haven't been myself because it's been a struggle. But people fail a little bit to understand that this is not an issue about how many servers are available or the bandwidth. Right now, the problem is in the code. The code is struggling, and they have 15 to 20 coders working around the clock trying to fix this issue for us. Nikita himself said that hopefully within the week, everything is going to be a lot more stable. So we're just going to have to cross our fingers and hope for the best. What you guys have to understand though is that in normal weekdays we have a population in the game that's around 100,000. Come weekends, that amount doubles. BSG never ever expected the game to blow up like this. They said that okay, 30,000 new players we can handle, but the December drops were crazy for the firm. They've been trying since then to upgrade the servers and they're upgrading the hardware. They just want us to be a little bit more patient. I know it's hard, but it's getting better, guys. And as Dr. Lupo said, we're looking at one of the most complex games of our time right now. So a little bit of patience is not too much to ask if you ask me. Summit also said, I'd rather stay 10 minutes in queue for a game that is too poppin' than staying 10 minutes in a game queue because the servers are dead. And I 100% agree with him on that point. The biggest thing that we're working on for the last couple of months is the weight system in the game. That is going to be implemented first as the big major change to the game mechanics as we know them. And Nikita is also thinking about reworking the flea market. I think reworking the flea market is going to be a great idea because it's a big problem for the economy right now that bullets are getting bought out. It's hard for new players to establish a good economy. And yeah, I think a flea market change would be very valuable for us. 12.4 is the next patch that is going to hit. In that patch, the interchange changes are coming. They're talking about 6 extracts. That means we already have 3, so they're adding 3 more extracts to the map. They've also reworked the lighting, and they're also adding these slot machines. They were playing with the thought of them actually being usable, but as of now, they won't be. But I think they look pretty cool, and it's gonna be fun to check out. Like you shoot at them, will they come out of Bitcoin or something like that? But yeah, that's the changes that are coming to interchange. The biggest one being is after you open the Kiba store, the alarm will go off. The alarm will attract raiders as well as Killa himself. So it's going to be interesting to see how the new dynamic around the middle area and interchange is going to be after the 12.4 hits. Lighthouse is the next map they are working on. They're also working on the Streets of Tarkov, but Streets of Tarkov, according to Nikita, is the heart and soul of the game. He said that it might be up to 40 players. 40 players. So yeah, I'll give them all the time in the world. If we are actually gonna get like a real goddamn war zone, yeah, I, I'm up for that. The Lighthouse is the next one they're dropping. They didn't give a time or a patch where they're gonna drop it, but that's next on the menu for us. Really hyped to see that as well. As far as I understand, you have to extract through reserve to be able to get there. Or was it through labs? I don't remember 100%, but it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool to see how the new dynamic with using one map to getting it to another one is going to affect the game as well. Content-wise, they're also working on the cultists. The cultists are going to be like sneaky. I'm imagining like a golem type of character that is going to sneak around in the shadows, and they're also going to carry these poison knives. These poison knives, when they stab you, will give you a poisoned effect, where you will also start to hallucinate. You'll like hear footsteps, grenades dropping, maybe seeing things. Who knows? And it's going to be really, really hard to get an antidote. He said that it would be up to 3 weeks, I believe, 2 to 3 weeks to create an antidote in your hideout. So I think if you get poisoned by these bastards, you gotta get out of raid like really, really fast. Nikita being a huge fan of horror games, he's also imagining these cultists to be quite scary, maybe add some wheezing sounds. And I think they're gonna sneak around like the marked rooms that we already know of. There is also an item coming that is like this cultist book. He was very secretive about it, so yeah, I really want to know what that book is going to do. It might just be another purple item that's worth a lot of money, but since it was being so secretive, I think it might be some more to it. Heading over to the leaks that they showed us, the first thing they showed us was shotgun ammo. This for the LS-23, which actually is a weapon that is classified as an artillery weapon. So this ammo can be anything from flashbangs to explosive to blunt. So it's going to be interesting. And supposedly it's very, very strong. Moving on, we were shown two different types of grenades. These are homemade grenades. So I'm thinking that we're going to be able to craft this in the hideout pretty soon. Um, the first one was made from a shell from an AGS launcher, and the second one was from the underbarrel um, grenade launcher. It just added a fuse to it. So maybe we can reuse those shells. I don't know. Pick them up after we noob tube someone. Who knows? Either way, it's going to be really interesting to craft homemade grenades with different shells and stuff. Maybe it's going to be like really bad nades. You can add like forks or something to get some shrapnel, like old Fallout style. Two new streamer items are coming. The Raven from Markstrom looked really beautiful. It's still just a work in progress, as you can see, but it's a beautiful Raven standing on this log. Probably going to be worth a little bit of money, that one. And there's also coming a jar of coffee beans. That's Dr. Lupo streaming. Apparently, he's a huge fan of coffee. Attachments, they showed us two new suppressors. One that I'm really, really, really not happy about. For those of you who have watched me for a while, know that I'm not a huge fan of the Vepr Hunter. I think it's a way too strong weapon for the price, and now it's getting a suppressor. So I might as well just uninstall the game already, but we have to give it a shot, I guess. They also showed us the Sig Sauer SRD 762 suppressor. Looked very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. I'm looking forward to test that one in game. They're also adding a muscle brake, 556 muscle brake. It looked pretty cool. I still don't know if we need another one, but I mean, more attachments, more fun, right? New customizable clothing is going to be added as well. There was a new bear jacket, sweater kind of thing that was shown. Really cool. I play bear, so I'm looking forward to try that one. There was also added like a dirt bike jacket. Don't know if that's going to be like for scavs or for PMCs yet, but it looked cool. They're also finally adding a compass. The compass is going to be attached to the watch, as you can see on the picture. Speaking of gear that is coming, they showed us a new tactical rig that apparently is belonging to a new scav boss. Nikita wouldn't say which boss it was, so we can't say if it's for the new boss that is coming at the resort on Shoreline, or maybe it's gonna be a scav boss that's gonna be a lighthouse or Streets of Tarkov. Either way, it looks absolutely amazing. I really love the detail with the chain over the shoulder and the flip off finger on the back right there. Armor plates, they showed us three different ones. They look pretty cool. And for those of you who haven't gotten to understand what they're trying to do right now, is that they're in a process of replacing tactical rigs where they're going to be more and more customizable. You can add the pouches you want to, as well as replacing these armor plates. They're not going to do it overnight, which is important to note. It's going to gradually happen so we can get used to the new system before they remove the ones we have right now. We will show some pretty cool clips. After the pictures of the new leaks, they showed us a new shotgun. It was a Mossberg, as well as a new pistol, the 1911. You can see the clips playing in the background right now. And they showed us the new prone movements. Now you can dolphin dive, which is going to be absolutely amazing when you want to dive for some cover. And after you dive to that cover, you can now lean, peek, prone. A lot of people think this is going to be OP. I really don't think so. Like being in Tarkov, being mobile has always been very good. So I don't think this is going to be game breaking in any way. Some other things that were mentioned in the stream by Nikita was door breaking, for example. He wants to start working on different ways to breach doors, basically give it a more tactical approach. Breaching from different sides, opening from different sides, etc. This is so far into the future. It's not something that's going to come overnight, but I really like the sound of it. Some other miscellaneous stuff that was talked about on the stream was VoIP. Understandably, a lot of the big streamers had bad experiences with this from other games, and I 100% understand why. And I also understand Nikita's statement of why it shouldn't be implemented, or why he is hesitant, is a better way to say it. He's hesitant to implement VoIP because a lot of people are just going to troll with it and it's going to break the immersion. So personally, I would not like to see an additional VoIP. Nikita had other ideas like radio with different frequencies, and I think that's a way better way to do it than let anyone running around the map be playing Spice Girls as I'm walking through Sword. I mean, it doesn't belong in Tarkov, really. Quick healing is coming pretty soon. It's going to be a service that's going to come from therapists. So when you get out of raid, you can pay for this service and you'll get healed right up. So for you guys who don't have a lot of um, room in your stash, you don't have to stash your grizzlies anymore. You can basically just pay for the quick healing and get it over with. Another system like this they are working on is something called a death report or something of the similar, where basically when you get out of raid, you can get a more detailed report what happened, basically what bullet killed you, um, how much damage did it do to like all your different limbs, that kind of stuff. And it's going to be really interesting when you were like really, really sad about losing a fight and didn't understand why that guy wouldn't die, so you can get it in detail what actually happened. This is not something that's gonna come overnight either. This is something they want to start working on. So there's no date, no time frame, but it's nice that they're thinking about new cool ways to add stuff to the game. Cotton also had a really cool addition to this. He wanted more in detail the people you had killed in the game. So it would be cool to see like how much damage you did, etc., etc. Because right now we just know where we killed them, at what point of time, and like where the bullet hits. So it would be cool to have like a detailed kill statistic as well. They were also talking about death cams, but that would also be like a service. So it was discussed a little bit, like for example, it could be peacekeepers' drones. So it's not like you're gonna be able to watch a demo in any. It has to suit the whole Tarkov universe. And I really, really want to see something like you pay Peacekeeper to get like some footage for the drones. You sit in your hideout in your intelligence center and you have to like skim through the cameras yourself and see what happens. I just I like to be immersed in the game that way. Steam audio was also mentioned. We're gonna get to see a demo of this in 14 to 30 days. I've been waiting for Steam audio for a long time. And one of the things I've been most annoyed about with Tarkov that the sound is not been on point. So the implementation of Steam audio is gonna be Christmas for me. Alright guys, that was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I was able to compress the information given on the dev blog. Got to take out the major points for you guys that didn't watch it. I don't like the long kind of endings, so if you liked the video, please consider hitting that like button. Please go check out some of my other vids, and if you like the content, also please consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you next time.